Okay, let's try this again. This is the new garden plot. Since this is the first year, most of this soil out here has been growing plants. And really, it's the first year this soil has been growing plants. And by plants, I mean vegetable plants. We're going to use some synthetic fertilizer. We will also be using organic fertilizer. But the thing about organic fertilizer is you don't really get that fertilizer available to the plants until 3, 6, 9 months down the road at least before it's really bioavailable to the plants. But with synthetic fertilizer, it's right now as you apply it, or as you apply it and then it rains, if it's a water activated fertilizer, time release, it'll be available then. It's not 6 months down the line. It's right now. I'm just working on a new piece of ground that it doesn't really have a lot of fertility in it. There's not a lot of organic matter in it. It's pretty heavy clay soil. So there's some fertility there, but oftentimes in the Pacific Northwest, where we live, the clay soil wants to hold on to that. So you have to kind of pry it out with lime to kind of get it to let go of the nutrients that's bound up within it. But that's a long process. And if you're trying to start a garden now and have a productive harvest at the end of this growing season, synthetic fertilizer is going to be your friend. Now, you want to read the labels carefully. You don't want to use too much. And if you're using something that you're just spraying on top of everything, you want to always make sure that you go back and water after you fertilized so that you get all of the fertilizer off the plant leaves. Otherwise, you can really burn your plants up. Synthetic fertilizer, contrary to some people's belief, is not poison. No, it's not going to give you the same nutrients as if all you're using is organic. But you can combat that by getting a well-rounded fertilizer that has the micronutrients in it as well. Yes, if you use it really heavily, it can cause problems with the biology in the soil. But if you're using it to get started, and you're also using organic fertilizers, your soil's microbiology is going to be fine. You just want to use it sparingly. But it can save your garden in a pinch. If you've got really poor soils, especially if you've got sandy soils, because that stuff does not hold on to nutrients at all. But that's how sometimes I get better harvests from marginal quality soil with just some light tillage, because I'm actually fertilizing it. That said, we do not use any synthetic herbicides or pesticides. If I'm spraying anything, it's going to be organic, and I almost never spray anymore. I haven't sprayed in 3 years for bugs. Because if you don't overuse synthetic fertilizers, then you won't have an over influx of things like aphids coming in and just attacking your brassicas. That said, cabbage worms are a big problem with brassicas. So you need to know how to identify those, and you need to know what they are. Because if you just assume that they're going to turn into a cute butterfly, you're going to be sadly mistaken, and you're probably going to lose a lot of your plants. I've had quite a few plantings, entire 50-foot beds just decimated in a day or two by those. So we do not treat them kindly anymore. Thanks for watching, and I hope this helps with your growing journey.